In this video, a comparison of Playa del Inglés and Meloneras in the south of Gran Canaria, and at the ending of this video, a clear winner and a clear loser. Playa del Inglés has the more classic holiday beach experience straight away. This is the kind of beach many people imagine when booking Gran Canaria. It is long, sandy, wide and lively. You have sunbeds, beach bars, restaurants, shops and lots of people around, so it feels active and easy for a full beach day. The one thing to know, however, is that the beach is lower than much of the resort. Depending on where your hotel is, you might need to walk down steps, slopes or use one of the lifts to get closer to the sand. Meloneras is very different. The middle of Meloneras is more about a promenade and a rocky coastline than one long sandy beach. It looks beautiful for walking, especially around sunset, but it is not always the easiest resort if you want to walk straight from your hotel onto soft sand. On one side of the resort you have the Playa de las Meloneras, and on the other side, near the lighthouse, you have the Palomas beach and dunes. So Meloneras still gives you good beach options, but Playa del Inglés gives you the easier and more direct resort beach feeling. For the overall beach experience, I would have to give this point to Playa del Inglés. Restaurants are strong in both places, but for completely different reasons. Playa del Inglés has a huge amount of choice. You can find Spanish food, steakhouses, Italian restaurants, Chinese, Indian fast food, buffet restaurants, tourist menus, British pubs, German restaurants, and plenty of casual places where you can eat without planning too much. That variety makes Playa del Inglés very practical, especially for families, groups or anyone who likes eating somewhere different every night. Meloneras has fewer restaurants, but the dining experience feels more polished. You have nicer terraces, sea views, sunset drinks, more stylish restaurants and a calmer evening setting. It feels less chaotic and more elegant, especially along the promenade and around the lighthouse area. So Playa del Inglés wins for choice, variety and cheaper options, but Meloneras wins for setting, style and the more relaxed dining experience. Because this category is about the overall restaurant experience, I would give this point to Meloneras. Evenings in Playa del Inglés are active, busy and full of options. There are shopping centers, bars, restaurants, terraces, shows and plenty of places where the evening can turn into a night out. It is one of those resorts where you do not really have to plan too much because there is usually something happening somewhere nearby. The downside is that the evenings can feel a bit messy or chaotic in some areas. Playa del Inglés is not really about one beautiful evening walk or one polished seafront atmosphere. It is more about choice, movement, energy and lots of different places to go. Meloneras is much smoother in the evening. This is where you go for a relaxed walk along the promenade, a drink with a sea view, a sunset meal or a calmer evening out. The whole resort feels more polished after dark, especially if you enjoy a slower and more stylish evening. So if you want lively evenings with lots going on, Playa del Inglés is stronger, but if you want a nicer, calmer and more elegant evening atmosphere, Meloneras wins. For this category, I would give the point to Meloneras. Nightlife is where Playa del Inglés does very well. This is one of the main nightlife areas in Gran Canaria, especially around the Jumbo Center and other commercial shopping centers here. You can find bars, pubs, karaoke, drag shows, live music, clubs, late night venues and plenty of places to stay busy after dark. This makes Playa del Inglés a much better choice if nightlife is important to you. It works well for groups of friends, couples who like going out, solo travelers and anyone who wants a resort where the night does not end too early. Meloneras does have bars, terraces, cocktails, hotel entertainment and stylish places for drinks, but it is not a real nightlife resort. The mood is more relaxed and controlled. It is better for a good evening than a big night out. So for nightlife, this point has to go to Playa del Inglés. The overall atmosphere in Playa del Inglés is lively, touristy, social and practical. You are rarely far from shops, bars, restaurants, nightlife or some kind of movement. For many people this is exactly what they want from a sunshine holiday resort. It feels busy, active and very easy to enjoy. But Playa del Inglés is not the prettiest resort on the island. Some parts feel older, some areas feel very commercial, and because the resort is so large, the atmosphere can change a lot depending on where you stay. Meloneras feels more polished and more premium. It has the lighthouse, the promenade, the sea views, stylish hotels and a calmer layout. It feels cleaner, smoother and more luxurious than Playa del Inglés. For couples, older travelers or families who want something calmer and more comfortable, the atmosphere can feel much better. So while Playa del Inglés has more energy, Meloneras has the better overall atmosphere. I would give this point to Meloneras. Both Playa del Inglés and Meloneras are easy to reach from Gran Canaria airport. They are both in the south of the island and both are very common destinations for taxis, shuttle buses and package holiday transfers. Playa del Inglés may have a slight advantage because it is one of the biggest resort areas on the island, so there are many transfer options and lots of buses going there. Meloneras is also very easy, but depending on where exactly your hotel is, the journey can be slightly longer or slightly more expensive, as well as it can take you some time after the bus stops to walk there. The difference is not huge, but for pure convenience, frequency and price, I would give this point to Playa del Inglés. Playa del Inglés is very strong when it comes to things to see and do. You have the beach, the dunes, mini golf and lots of water sports. It is also easy to reach Aqualand, Palmitas Park, Holiday World, camel rides, buggy tours, jeep safaris and many other activities from here. Meloneras also has things to do. You have the lighthouse, the promenade, the dunes nearby, golf, shopping, spas and nice walks. It is a very good resort if you enjoy relaxing, walking, eating well and spending time in a good hotel. But the resort itself is calmer and less active than Playa del Inglés. So for things to see and do, I would have to give this point to Playa del Inglés. Playa del Inglés has a huge amount of accommodation. You can find budget apartments, family hotels, adults only hotels, older complexes, renovated hotels, luxury hotels and almost everything in between. This is one of the biggest advantages because nearly every type of traveler can find something that fits their budget and holiday style here. But this warning is important because Playa del Inglés is so big and because some accommodation is older, you really need to check reviews and the location before booking. The wrong hotel can completely mess up your holiday. Meloneras has less accommodation, but the average quality is higher. This is where you find some of the best luxury hotels and all-inclusive resorts in Gran Canaria. Many hotels here are large, modern, stylish and designed for comfort. So Playa del Inglés wins for choice and price range, but Meloneras wins for quality. So this point I'm giving to Meloneras. Before I continue, remember that this score is a general score. The best resort, hotel or holiday destination on the island depends on who you are traveling with and what kind of holiday you want. So if you want help choosing the right place in Gran Canaria and avoiding the wrong area or hotel, go to checkedholidays.com/perfect. You will get my personal advice and after that you can still book with whoever you want. For budget and value for money, Playa del Inglés is a great choice. You have more cheaper hotels, more apartments, more casual restaurants, more affordable bars and more competition. That makes it easier to find a holiday that fits your budget. That does not mean Playa del Inglés is always cheap, especially during busy periods, but it gives you many more ways to control your spending. You can stay in a cheaper apartment, eat casually, find cheaper drinks and still have plenty to do. Meloneras is one of the more expensive areas in Gran Canaria. The hotels are often more premium, the restaurants can be more expensive, and the whole resort is aimed more at quality and comfort than bargain prices. So for budget and value for money, the point goes to Playa del Inglés. Now, which one gives you the easiest holiday? Playa del Inglés is easy because there is so much choice. You have beaches, restaurants, bars, nightlife, shops, activities and excursions all nearby. It is a very practical resort if you want everything available without planning too much. But Playa del Inglés can also be a little bit overwhelming. The resort is big, some areas are older, and the experience depends a lot on where your hotel is. If you book the wrong location, the holiday might feel less easy than expected. Meloneras is easy in a different way. It is calmer, more polished and more comfortable. If you stay in a good hotel, walk along the promenade, enjoy nice restaurants and have a relaxed holiday without too much noise, Meloneras can feel very easy indeed. But for the widest group of holiday makers, having an easy holiday is easier in Playa del Inglés. For all there is to know about this winning holiday destination, click the video on your screen right now. Or go to checkedholidays.com/perfect to get my personalized holiday advice for your perfect holiday in Gran Canaria.